Hello and welcome back. Right, so we have got them going. I've got these on follow. We're going to grab these and get off this field before we get walloped, and then we are going to shut the gates so that we don't, the planter doesn't get walloped as well. We're going to just stick on this so as we're not going to get in the way. And I'm going to jump over the hedge and we're going to shut the gates quickly. Ooh. Then, being as our assistant has blocked the road, we're going to go. Very sneaky. I like it. Right, so we need to be dumping these stones into the... No, she's following. Smashing. Thank you very much. That was a great help. Yeah. So... Right, we should have indicated, but luckily there's only our assistant behind us. Right, so let's stick these into our, the farm supplies production. Absolutely, yes. I'm doing my rounds of all the Let's Plays, and I've also, did promise now then, I think we've lost our view. Oh, no, she's there, I can see, smash you. Right, let's overload, and... Thank you very much, young lady, for your assistance. Brilliant. Right, now then we need to find a place for these. Mind you, they were always good where they were, to be honest. Yeah, there was nothing wrong with them being where they were, if I'm honest. So, right, then we should go and have a look and see how the planter's doing. I think we've actually not got a lot to do with... I want to make sure... that is the point. Animals. I think we've done all that manure. We have fed them, watered them, there's not much milk left, there is not much slurry, and there's plenty of straw. So that's all good. Let's stick this back on follow. And let's go and see if the lorry, digestates in the BGA. Then we're going to go across the road. I'm hoping that this time we get a bit more done. We seem to... Whoa! Do you know? Follow me can be an absolute menace. Yes, I'm hoping we get a bit more done today. So we seem to have, all we had to do was plant that field, so it seemed. It took 2 sessions to get to that point. Right, let's literally... Seriously? Oh, I must have told you to follow the wrong thing. I must have done. Yeah. That would explain why you tried to run through the, Right, let's drop these off. And then we should check on the wagon. I can't believe we're over a mil, and we bought so much stuff. It's unbelievable. Right, let's stick these. Yes. Stick that in that corner. It's really not going to hurt. Stick the weight over here, where again it's not going to hurt. I think this is going to be the place for them. They're not in the way at all. But let's not bump into the truck or the back of the slurry yard. Right, let's grab the other one. We have got so many tractors now, it's unbelievable. It's very nice. Even know, where did I drop the other one? Right there. Then we'll just check. Let's look in the hopper. We'll see. You don't get much fuller than that, really. Stick that right next door, so it's not in the way. And then let's drop that right next door to that. That's what I'm going to say. Pushing that one around, it's going to be hard to pick up if we're not careful. It's the only trouble when you disturb things. Right, the seats on this are really nice. Right, so we've done the slurry, we've done that. So I think it's time to go and see how the seeder's doing. That's all we've got to do, and then we're going to speed time up because this is true, it's March. Let's go and have a look. How are we doing? Oh, we didn't get stuck on the tree. That's a nice... Wow. Smashing. Whoa, that is amazing. Boy, have they made some progress. pH value perfect. Nitrogen perfect. Crop rotation. Oh, I never thought about that. I put roots on top of roots again in the same field. Oh, Wally. Oh well, yeah, it is my own fault. It's done now. It is. Yeah, I knew that I shouldn't have done that for some reason. It totally escaped my notice until the very second I looked at the crop rotation that now tells me that, yeah, we're going to do terribly out of this. And we are going to have lost 30% yield bonus. Oh well, it is what it is. Right, one thing we can do is get the wheel loader and get that pile of sugar beets off there that's been waiting to be done, and let's use our little run around instead of running at 90 mile an hour. Mirrors. Someone right behind me. Actually, no, they're right next to me. Go on. I'm waiting on the verge. Right, going now. Smashing. Yeah, I am sort of getting used to the first person perspective, but now I've said that I'm going to crash. Obviously, it's got to happen. Yeah. What's that one saying? Pride comes before a fall. And all that. Although I wasn't trying to grow. Just make a statement that I'm getting a little bit better. That's all. Yeah. Let's do this. Case. I'm not sure how much. Let's lift that nice and high. Yeah, no, I'm not sure. It makes it a bit unstable when it's that high, doesn't it? So let's go and see. Not sure though. I think it was about 9 tons. So we do need a little trailer. Or we're going to be going a couple of times, which does seem a little silly to me when we've got so many trailers. So many trailers and none of them lying around. So they must all be... in this field. Yeah, we don't want one of the big ones, we only want a little one. Not the Adjuranti. Oh no, that's 70 tonner. We have got a lot of tractors. Aha, there it is. That's the one I want. Right, May, March. So what have we... Yeah, when have we... Wow, that's nearly finished. Let's have a look at how the growth is going very well. And now let's look at how, yeah, pH and nitrogen is perfect. Absolutely spot on. So, that means we do need to be checking. We have got barley, which is in June. And we have wheat, which is in July, I believe. Is that right? Let's just check. Am I correct? Barley June, wheat July, and we did plant it early, so that shouldn't be far off. Right, we're gonna, yeah, let's go grab that with the wheel loader. Let's move this out of the way. We seem to have way too many tractors in this field. Way too many. Could say I probably may have a little bit too many tractors. Although to be honest, we can get them all in the when we get them all in the field. Yeah, we can pretty much. Although, yeah, maybe for this Let's Play, there are some Let's Plays like Rumba's Road where I can use 10 or 12 tractors without breaking a sweat. Hobo's Hollow likewise. Yeah, we've hitting that with it. It now. Doubtful if I can actually get that. new mechanics. I think we're gonna do a full circle. Yeah, I'm sort of getting used to this. I do like the realism of it now. There's a lot more knacks that you need to have when you're using first-person perspective, I think. I truly do. Right. I watched the construction simulator. Yeah, it looks quite good actually. But as much as it does, I actually really do like this game, if I'm honest. Not saying I would never look at another game, but I really do like the complexity of this. It is fantastic. Remember, you've got that beast with you as well. Let's have a look. Let's wait. And now let's go. Fantastic. I would imagine that our planter has pretty much finished. Looking at what we saw a couple of minutes ago, I don't think there's going to be a lot left. Right, let's put indicator on. No, a couple more rows. We don't need to worry about that. Yeah, I'm sure this was more than a bucket. I think it was about 9 tons, something like that. So quite amazing, all that preparation, and it's done in about, ooh, wow. There's your water coming over the side. This should be fun. Let's see if I can gauge square. It's not far off. Ooh, a little bit left. I think we'll push them through the hedge. Keeping me out. Oh, let's turn the mini-map off actually. Trying to keep it on only for precision farming, up fertilising and stuff like that really. But can I remember? High tip. Can indeed. Smashing. This plants are finished. Let's get the last little bit. I could have perhaps maybe got the bucket, but I don't know, because it does push it. So let's see if we can get the last bit. Okay. I think we're going to poke ahead through the hedge. Ah, there is a little tiny bit there. Okay, a little bit to the left. Plenty of room in the bucket, so let's give that a go. Okay. Ah, is it because it's not technically on my land? So if you look, it's slightly to the left. It might not be anything to do with that, but it might be. No, it wasn't to do with that at all. Let's just check. Apologise for running through the hedge, but there's not really much more I can do than that. Wow, that is so swayy. Nearly hit that as well. Yes, it has needed doing for a while. I thought it's... Yeah, I'm trying to get better at this type of job. The little jobs that I usually sort of forget about, like the stones that have been at the farm for years, all that type of thing. Sort of that up high. This is quite a high trailer. Yeah, that's not bad. Not bad visibility. Right, let's grab the sugar beet, the planter. It is funny, I've got a few Let's Plays where we've got the big John Deeres, and I tend, because you don't use them every day, I don't tend to see it as yet one of the normal tractors. Now, yeah, let's unfold that. There's a bit that's not. Yeah, is that unfolding? No, but that is. Very slowly, but it is. Yeah, there's a few little bits, these corner bits, that needs doing, so there's quite a big triangle here. Yeah, I will finish what I was saying. Hopefully we'll remember. No, it was already down. Yes, these big John Deeres, we have got them on Hobo's Hollow and here and Stone Valley. And because you don't tend to use them every day, I don't always sort of think about them in the sense that they are. Let's just make sure that that is actually done. I don't sort of think of them as one of the tractors. That doesn't. Yeah, I mean, I know I've got them, but I was talking about Hobo's Hollow, the most powerful tractor being my. Which one was it? It's the. No, it's not a Landini. It's the McCormick. It's got the class beaten by 10 to 15 horsepower, and yeah, I was mentioning that being the most powerful. Well, it isn't. Like this, I've got this beast, and I've got one of these on that. I think it's this very model actually, which is much more powerful than that. But it's weird because you don't tend to use it all of the time. Yeah, it doesn't sort of. It's not that I don't know I've got it. I'm not trying to say that, but it doesn't register as a tractor, which is a weird thing to say. But in my head, it's a special one. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not that I don't know that I've got it, but yeah, you don't think of it as the normal running tractors like all of the rest. I think there's one little section in the corner. Remember, you've got a very wide. We don't just take that out. No, it's not that wide. Right, and there's two triangles here. So we got to use our 18 metre planter. Yes, I've done. Thornton Farm was one of my favourites FS19 maps, but I did it on my second YouTube account, one that, yeah, doesn't. Yes, I've never really pushed it. I haven't, and it has just got that one Let's Play because I was trying to branch out and use that one, but it never really amounted to anything, so I never pushed the matter. But it's always one of those that I vowed that if it came on FS22, that I would give it a shot. So I have done, and I've done something completely different. We know that if you look at most of my Let's Plays, there's a few commonalities. Usually the BGA appears. Since the farm supplies production, they usually have that, or I mean, yeah, it has varied with the mods. Fermenting silos, I tend to stick to those quite a bit because they are very useful, and I like to show different ways of doing things where it's not just same old, same old. I do bunker silos. I did on Attingham as well. I've done belts in different places, so it's not always. Wow, did I do? No, it's in the back, you Wally. So I thought that was showing my book in. Yeah, so you do try to do different things, but I thought this time, do you know, I'm going to go sheep. I've not done sheep in FS22. I've done them on Western Wilds, but they're not my sole thing. So because they're in a mix where you've got lots of things underway, I don't concentrate them, so I haven't paid as much attention as I would were they my only sort of thing. Well, that's what I've focused on. We've got we bought the sheep farm, the field, the sheep pasture, and typically the day after I started to do it, I thought, well, I've got to do it. I need to cut the grass to feed the sheep, which obviously, technically, you don't normally do on those. And on FS19, you would have let them, with seasons, eat the grass. Well, that mod has since been released the day after I did my Thornton Let's Play, typically. Right, let's be careful. Remember, this thing behind is beast, so turn right. Not that late. That was a bit bad, I think. Yeah, they may get stuck. Indicator off. Yeah, so typically I cut the grass, and boy oh boy, we made mistake after mistake. As you do, this mod didn't work with that, and then I was short on funds, and oh, it was quite hilarious. But it all ended. Yeah, it's just weird. There was a few moments of where I thought I'd bitten off more than I could chew, and I didn't think it was going to work. Yeah, I know, I didn't expect that, if I'm honest. I didn't expect that to work terribly well. I probably am expecting it at the corner where I oversteered. Yeah, that's what I expected. I don't know. Actually, that did do better than I thought. In fact, actually, yeah, I don't know why you must have bashed into the lamppost or something, because you've got much further than I thought. Right. Yes, where was I in that story? Yes, I really did. I had moments of panic on the first couple of sessions because I was hemorrhaging money because it was done on I had to have the cheap sheep, the ones that were only 200, so they were young ones. So of course then they had to mature, and it was cheap because all we'd got was the sheep farm. But yeah, I'd set it up as a new farmer. Right, I've hit that. I know I have. I need to go further right. Let's do that again. Let's look backwards as well. And yeah, I don't think that's far off. I'm not going to get that much better than that no matter what I do. I will continue honest. Yeah, I was hitting all sorts of problems. I did the little grass bales because I'd got just over 30 grand left, and I'd got the choice between a baler and I'd not said I couldn't lease, but I didn't really want to. Wow. Okay, let's try that a bit tighter. Let's try that. I don't think you're going to get any tighter than that. No, you actually are on the gate. That is as tight can be. Pull to the right. Oh, you might actually. Yeah, let's look behind us. Yeah, you're going to have to do some trickery, I think. Now, it went out, so it's got to come in. But it is true, that is very tight. Don't get much better than a tractor that articulates either, really. So gonna need to pull right quickly, but also look at the right hand side because the gate. Wow. No, I didn't expect this. I really didn't. Yeah, I think we're going to have to just brute force and ignorance it, if I'm honest. Now then, where did this come from? Let me just remember, where did I stick it? Definitely not in there. It had to be in here. Do you like the tyres on this now? Yeah, now where did it get to? Now then, look forwards. You need to go as close to the fence as possible. Right, let's try that for size. Yeah, this is a very tight yard. It is. I always knew that. It's the hedges. Even with the double gate, it's really going out into almost a right turn straight away. This is really the nemesis of this kind of yard. It really is. No, we need to be pulling forwards. We've gone a bit. We've oversteered now. And with that, you'll be able to take Pronto out. We only want to do little bits. Tiny movements. Yes, Construction Simulator looks good. I might take a look at it, but to be honest, I'm not. Yeah, no, I think I've gone too far. Let's just have a look and make sure that we're not poking through the hedge too much. No, not really. Not terribly. Yeah, it could be quite happy there. Did I do that before? Because that seems. I think I could have gone back a little bit more, if I'm honest. Right, let's stick this under the overhang of this, because I do like that feature. I do like that for that. I don't like the posts. I did say that the other day, but I could put up with it because this is a really good shed in so many ways, with an awful lot of massive advantages over lots of others. So yeah, the fact that it has got posts, well, all sheds have to have posts, but what I mean is these interior ones. Yeah, I would like it if it only had one middle one, with a massive section here, which it probably structurally could be strong enough, but yeah, so far it doesn't work. Right, so then we've done that, so let's not waffle on for. Right, so March we need to be getting through, and we do need to be. Yeah, we did say we're going to make this easy on myself, which means instead of all the faffing around I did in last session, which did waste quite a bit of time, is let's move these out. Yes, now did I? That is a point. Did I? I'm going to have a look. Let's have a look. Did I actually plant the grass? Or did I just... No, I didn't. But I did sort of get it ready to do so. Right, okay. Let's get that done. I just want to get that bit of grass planted. And we are going to use the tractor that started it all. Our little 175. This little... Yeah. I have very fond memories of this tractor. It pulled well above its weight. It did 250 horsepower jobs quite a bit, if you remember, with that baler there. Yeah, that really it shouldn't have done, and it did struggle with it. But I do like to stretch tractors to see exactly what they can do. Obviously, terrain has to be right. If you're going up a massive hill, then it's not going to work. It's really not. And yeah, it did manage field. Let's have a look on the map. I always get mixed up with this number. The Little Field 52. That's got quite a nasty hill, actually, in places. Oh, that's right. Yeah, and the hedge is floating, I remember. I think best to reverse over that section. Let's lift it up though, so we don't break the tines. Oh, yeah, we need to. Yeah, let's get that in a position where. Now then, careful. Let's pull well past. It's always more difficult when you're doing it the wrong way. Ooh, like going through a hedge. Yeah, that's really. Oh, do you know? It is because it's at an angle. Let's see if we can get this right. We're not in a rush. That's my problem. I've worked this out. I do rush. And you'd never do things well when you do. And it's my own fault. Nobody puts the pressure on me but myself. Right, yeah. Ooh, let's do something. Let's lift that and do this really close to the edge here. Let's look at the hedge angle. Let's remember that it will go over the other grass. Right, and now can we look forwards, please? Yeah. Now, where did I get to with the story? yeah, yeah. Do you know, this is my trouble, isn't it? Every single time I tell lots of different stories, I get involved in lots, and I go from here and there, and in editing I think, will you stick to a story for heaven's sake? And I dare say you think the same. Yes, so where do we get to on the... I'm trying to think of the name of the farm. The farm I was just talking about, which I now seem to have forgotten its name, which is just typical of me. Right, let's just see. I think there's a little bit left to do. I'm not sure. Sometimes this is... No, I don't think I did it. I think I need to... Yeah, let's just... It's very, very umpy and bumpy, that bit. Really is. Now, where was the bit that I saw that wasn't done? Now it's there. Slightly to my left. Right, let's have a look. Can we see it? Aha, yes. It's there, I do see it now. It's weird how angles change how things look. It's a little bit more just there. Likewise, I've not quite... Right, I think that's as done. We shall see. Yeah, it's true, we missed a bit last time. Last time we used one of these, so... Let's stick this... Will it go under here? I think it may. No, let's take it back. That's my trouble as well. Half doing a job and then literally... Yeah, there is no rush. It's me trying to say, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. I'm a terror for it. Yes, on... Oh, what's it name? Come on, word brain. Just start working. What is the name of that farm? Thornton. Yeah, Thornton Revamp, as it's properly called in FS22. Yes, it's... Yeah, I did. I was telling you about that. It was stressful the first couple of sessions, and I was going on the fact that I'd looked at prices, as you do. You've got to have an idea of, but I didn't seriously know. As you can tell, my genuine joy actually in the, I think it is episode 4, which is where finally, obviously because we started the farm from youngsters, really youngsters, then obviously it was a real that they didn't. Yeah, they didn't produce much wool, and obviously the sheep, so they had to mature. So there's a few months where that didn't happen. We cut the grass, we fed them, we watered them. The water place, I'd forgotten. This is the one that hasn't got a back window. So let's have a look. Right, now let's have a look. I think we're in position, aren't we? We are. Not quite. Right, let's have a look. There's not much to do. Let's speed time up whilst we're chattering and let me concentrate a little bit. Yeah, there are a few notes. Obviously, it's a brand new model. I bought 54, which was about 12,000, and I was seriously hemorrhaging money. I bought the small little Zeta that we've got on this is what I bought because it was all what I could afford. So we bought that, so let's take this for about 2 and then we'll slow it down. Yeah, it's such a versatile little tractor that is. Obviously it's small, so right, I think we need some more silage. Let's go get some more silage. Yeah, so we bought that. It was a jack of all trades. We had to buy a front loader. We bought one of the Forschritt little balers, and we used... Yeah, I mean, I pulled every trick in the book that I know to go for the skimpiest, cheapest equipment that's still reasonable. But I did every trick that I know, and still we were losing. I didn't have any generators to begin with, but the one mistake I made was it started as a new farmer, and as you know, you can't sell the farms when they've still got placeables. Wow, imagine yours filling again. How much is that up to? We only emptied it a few minutes ago. It's up to 10 tons. Whoa. Right, let's pull nice and tight. Yeah. So 54. young animals, so of course they had to mature, which took time. The grass was okay because obviously we cut the grass on the field, so it didn't really cost anything. So I bought the mower and all that type of stuff, and it was obviously low horsepower. It took me forever, as these things do. Right, how much have we got like that? 4.5 tons, 4.25 tons. Oh wow, is that all we've got left? So this is the last load of silage then? Wow. Mind you, yeah, it's March, it's the next year, isn't it? So we've done well. I'm going to have to check to see if I've got all products though in where they need to be. I can't remember if we've got some. There's a trouble with moving from Let's Play to Let's Play. Now then, that is also going to be in my way, isn't it? I've got to be careful not to turn quickly. Right, let's drop that for a minute. Let's do a load of water. Doing it again. It's because I'm used to having the warrior and... No, it's the other way. I need to see it in the mirror. It's not bad. It shouldn't be long now. It moves. I keep forgetting that. I keep saying that. It does. It moves, yeah, slightly forward. So in a few minutes you go out of the spot for unloading. Yeah. Now, if this is like on other Let's Plays on Rombos, this feels all the things you don't want it to. And I think the Omatana one actually does the same thing. But also you can do manure and things like that to where it needs to go to. Which, of course, there's only things like the gardens, the Omatana gardens, that it actually needs. Right, let's get that filling, and let's go grab that again. Yes, it's got a very funny water thing, so there were quite a few problems. It was obviously the day of release for Thornton, it really was, so I didn't expect anything more than that. I know enough to know that it's silly to expect anything other than troubles on the day of release. Right, I need to see, and no, we're the wrong way. Be careful, you're going to hit it. Wrong way, let's go too much the other way, that's it. Yeah, it's hard, this is, it really is. It's far off, I think. Oh, it is. Yeah, that's definitely, yeah, that you're a little bit out, just a little bit, you're in between the two. Right, let's see, can we do this? Right, that's better, let's keep it in the left mirror. I always seem to, yeah, use this one normally, so smash it. So the last 44 tons. Let's just check in here. I'm trying to stay out of menus as much as possible. 20 tons of flour, 32 tons of 156 tons of milk, 143 tons of sugar beets. Oh, then it repeats itself. Right, okay. This is my generic goodbye for those sessions where I haven't done a goodbye because it's a tail end of a session where I intended on joining them together. So yeah, and I don't like not saying goodbye, so this is my generic goodbye. Yeah, I am going to say thank you very much for watching, and I hope you're going to continue with me on whatever journey, whatever Let's Play that you are watching, and I'm going to say goodbye for now.